everyone, and welcome to the very 6th episode of Secrets of the Lost Summit. We are saving throws, and we're here hanging out. We're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons. How are you guys doing?
Freaking tired,
there goes
but I'm
the
good.
fucking bot.
Oh, did it now?
Did it go off finally?
Yeah, it just did.
Cool.
Did you make an egg token, like a token with all of our like egg faces?
Maybe.
What?
I love it.
Jacob, I just realized you're not wearing headphones, and I can hear us like booming in your room.
Also, Jacob, you're not in Roll20.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Cat.
Jacob, get your
I
shit
just don't-
together.
No, I'm not
damn,
making
dude.
any rolls. I auto pass everything tonight. That's
Oh
my
my
rule.
God.
How about
Wait,
that?
if I don't join Roll20, I just automatically do everything?
Hey, hell no.
Bye.
Wrong. Said bye.
The crit fail for every saving throw.
Dog, I already do that. What's different?
Yeah, our rolls in this campaign have been kind of rough.
They do be.
They've
Are you
have
guys getting feedback through my microphone?
No.
on the stream or us in the chat in the call?
Either one.
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I was woken up this morning at 3 a.m. because I had a bad dream. I was tired of that shit. Stop that brain. That's not very nice.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I get those sometimes too.
It was really weird. Like, I just remember fighting a wolf. Follow me here. But I won the fight, right? But
Hell yeah.
I had this like chunk of like skin, like it bit me in the side, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna patch that up with like a pressure bandage real quick, and then I'm gonna try to find a nurse so I can get it sutured. And then I couldn't find anybody to suture it. So that was like the whole thing, and then I woke up in like a sweat. I'm like, what just happened? It was very weird. I don't get it. Fighting an animal and wounded. What does that mean for me?
Dog, I get that like being chased by a pack of wolves dream. No, just me.
Us
I always
sometimes.
dream that my teeth are falling out.
I had a dream like that the other day, and I was terrified.
It always feels so real.
I've never had that dream before, and it was, a couple weeks ago, because I told Jake about it. I woke up, and I was, like, grabbing my mouth, and I was like, I was not happy about it.
Yeah, like you ever audibly wake up from a dream and then you're like audibly like, what the fuck was that?
Yep.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
This morning, like, what?
Dude,
I had a dream. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you first.
I had a dream that I sold all of my guitars, and I went into the room that I play D&D in to grab them, and I couldn't find them. And Ashley was like, "Honey, you sold all of your stuff, remember?" And I was like, "What do you mean I sold all my stuff?" And like I would walk through the house, and my shit was just gone. Like everything slowly started disappearing. I'd be like, "Wait, where are my headphones? Gone. Where?" And I was like, "This is the worst." I woke up and it was like, "Oh, I still have a bed. We're okay."
I will like I don't know how else to describe it. Like I'll be like right on like the verge of like falling asleep, where like your eyes are closed and like you don't feel anything because like you're falling asleep. You know what I mean? And then like I'll just let out like a loud like noise, and it wakes me up every single time. I don't know how else to
I
describe
do
it.
that
Like,
too.
than a noise. Like I'm like laying there like I'm like,
Huh?
like it's that exact. It's like a I'm like
Who's that? Show
Okay,
yourself.
but imagine doing that when you're falling asleep at your desk at work.
Bruh.
There.
Yeah, imagine doing that while you're falling asleep at your desk at school.
Bruh.
So there's like I guess some conspiracy theory video like floating around TikTok, and it's called The Conspiracy Theory of Everything. And I was listening to it at work, and I was like dozing off. Like, I need to turn this off. It's too calm.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can't leave me with a conspiracy theory
Do you
thing
want-
and then not tell me what
I
it's
will
about.
send you the link.
Yeah, send me the
It's-
link. I love
yeah.
that shit.
How many nights have we just stayed up until like 2 in the morning talking about conspiracy theories?
One of my favorite ones was my mom. My mom came to Tyler and I one night, and she was like, "Guys, do you guys think conspiracy theories are weird?" And we're like, "No, I love that shit." And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "You ever heard about the Denver airport?" And she was like, "Yes." She was like, "I just heard about it."
Me and her had just argued about it. Like me, her, and Dad, like we all argued about it. So I was like, "It's real."
Like this one's kind of about like the universal consciousness and like how to awaken your consciousness or something like that. It's really
Am I going to
interesting.
become the Avatar?
It's more like become in tune with your soul and then kind of like with the universe at the same time. It is very interesting, but
Sounds
I only
like
got-
the Avatar to me.
it's 3.5 hours long, so
I
Did
don't
you say
have
3
the
hours?
mental capacity for
3.5 hours.
yeah. It's
All
All
long.
right, Kyle.
whole ass
I'll see
movie.
you guys at the end of the session.
All right, Kyle, you listen to the first hour. Jacob, you listen to the second hour. I'll listen to the third hour, and we'll just summarize it all to each other.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry.
Bruh.
That would
Bruh.
honestly be kind of funny. You guys like each watch like a section of it, and then just try to connect all the dots together.
What's
We'd
that?
make a
Oh!
conspiracy theory out of the conspiracy theory.
There's a word
Did
for
you
that.
see that?
No,
I
you just
smacked a
clap.
fly out of midair.
You
There's
see
a-
the
there's a
fly.
word
You're in a
for that.
tavern.
You're a
Where you
ninja.
like selectively listen to only one thing and then form an opinion based on that without listening to the entire video or entire theory. It's like there's a word for it. I just can't think of it.
Idiotic.
I mean,
I was gonna say it.
Confirmation bias.
yeah, I think that's it, Catherine. That's it. Because you kind of listen to and agree with whatever you hear, but not what the actual content of whatever you were absorbing actually means. So you're kind of confirming things that you already believe instead of actually listening to new information. That right? That's confirmation bias, Catherine.
Kinda.
Okay.
I killed the fly.
Are you proud
That
of
was-
yourself?
That was,
Murderer.
yes, that was have you ever just like smacked a fly out of midair as it flew at you, dog?
No, I'm not a
You ever,
ninja.
you ever shot the wings off a fly?
Have
No,
you?
but I bit them.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm part of. You ever seen Wanted?
What the fuck?
Why?
I remember that movie.
No, I was asking, have you done it?
No.
I shot one of those like it's called a salt gun, like A-salt gun, and like you load it with salt and shoot it at bugs to kill them.
We tried to convince my CEO to buy us a flamethrower today for our office.
Nice.
How'd that go?
It went good.
It was successful?
I think so. He's
Oh
like,
my god.
so I guess we're gonna create a subsidiary company called Tritium Snow Clearing, and then that'll be the only thing that they claim on taxes is the flamethrower.
Stupid.
I know.
Awesome, bro.
So stupid.
I want to listen to Icy Fire again.
I fell out of my hammock again.
Did you
Well, why
bruise
would
your
you do that?
butt this time?
No, I bruised my leg. It's pretty gnarly.
Nice.
How'd you do that?
Something's telling me
fall
you
out
just
of-
shouldn't lay in hammocks.
It wasn't my fault. The like rope that was tied to like broke while I was in it.
Listen to that, Tyler.
Maybe you should get a better rope.
I did.
Maybe you
Yeah,
should
after
get
the
a better
fact.
rope.
Dog, if you think I don't have Ed Sheeran on lock, bro.
I'll show you guys the bruise later. I'm not about to
I've been listening to Ed Sheeran
do that on stream.
since like the Plus album came out.
just hike your leg up Captain Morgan style. Check out this bad boy.
Oh,
Look,
yeah,
how I
thought about
fucked
it.
my leg up today.
Didn't bruise my tailbone this time.
Proud of you.
Because I was like, kind of like laying at an angle in the hammock, and it just like fell like 2 feet down onto the ground, and it would hit my elbow and my side. I'm really good at existing.
Yeah, it sounds like you just need to find a different place to sit.
No.
Have you tried a chair?
Yeah.
A
Oh.
floor?
Have you
Mhm.
fallen
I'm
out of
good at-
those?
I'm good at sitting in chairs.
Yes. I
Oh,
have.
you
out of the-
Okay.
Falling out of the
Have you
floor.
tried like a nice stool
Yeah.
and fallen off of that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm thinking I'm liking Tyler's floor option.
Ever fallen out of the floor?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Well, shit.
What?
I just
I
fall
think
through
y'all
the
have
universe
talent.
ethereally
Yeah.
sometimes. Comes upon the sky.
Is falling out of the floor when like you're dreaming and like you dream of like falling? It's like you hit the floor, but like you're really
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What?
That's kind of what I thought of when you said that. So,
Are we having an existential crisis here? Is
I
that
think
what's
so.
going on?
I'm always having an existential crisis, Jacob.
Oh, okay. I mean, whatever floats your boat.
I'm in a constant state of ecstasy. I can't even say that word, dude.
Existential.
Existential?
I'm having an existential crisis because I can't say existential.
No, ecstasy.
Ashley just
He
laughed.
said existential. You can do it.
X.
Are there just
Existential
words that
crisis.
you like
You did it!
just can't pronounce? Like
Like
I had a
synonym?
friend.
Mine apparently is supposedly.
I had a friend in middle school who couldn't say hippopotamus.
What would they say? Hippopotamus?
Hip tip top hip tip hip tip. Yep.
Hippopotamus.
Just not correct. It was funny.
That's why they just call it a hippo.
Okay.
Why don't you say hippopotamus? It's too long.
Too many letters. I'm gonna wrap this like something.
Okay. I mean, did you guys want to play Dungeons and Dragons?
I do.
Actually.
I mean,
looking for
honestly,
this
I'm
right
just trying to
there.
hold off now because the Chipotle is going to be here in a minute.
Chipotle.
Shut up.
Wait,
Have you tried their cauliflower rice?
I have never eaten at Chipotle. This is the first time.
Oh, you're in for a freaking mid-ass burrito.
I
You're
mean,
to be pleasantly unsurprised. It's
Mid.
mediocre.
It's mid as fuck.
that's what I hear, especially because I have Moe's.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Why did-
Moe's is S tier.
Why did we
Why
do
didn't I-
Chipotle
why
instead
didn't
of
I order
Moe's? Yeah,
Moe's?
why did we
Because
switch
last
it
time
up?
I ordered Moe's to the house, because of how far away it is from our house, it was cold.
You know what I had for dinner?
Hmm.
I had the rest
McDonald's.
of my pizza and my pad thai for dinner. So that was a very interesting mix of flavors.
I had
Did you-
quesadillas.
Did you put the
I
pad
had
thai
some
on the pizza?
nachos.
I put it next to it, and some of it got on it. You know, you can't. You know, sometimes.
Wait,
Yeah,
you put the
leakage.
pizza on the plate with the pad thai?
Yeah,
You're
It
a
all ends up
monster.
in the same place, Jacob.
it's all in my belly.
No,
Yes.
I'm not even. I can't.
Look,
No,
it was
what is the
delicious.
most amount of pizza you've ever eaten in one sitting?
I've eaten an entire large pizza by myself before.
I don't know.
I didn't know what I could. I didn't know that I could do this myself. I ate an entire large stuffed crust pizza by myself one time.
That's impressive, and that hurts my stomach to think about.
Yo,
I
you
did
know
it like-
what Tyler really threw down though as a child? He destroyed a CC's pizza as a kid.
Dude,
CC's pizza is dangerous. I'll eat like 7 full
No.
pizzas if I'm not careful.
that's
Yeah, that's Tyler. He'll just like be eating, and then all of a sudden he's like, "I don't feel so good." I'm like, "Oh, all right."
you know their mac and cheese pizza.
Uh huh.
I ate an entire one of those, and I was like 7.
Those things are fucked. It's so good though.
I went with my dad and brother, and like I was just eating it, and I
Oh,
was
brother.
and like they would get us slices. It's like this is when you still have CC's like bring a pizza to your table.
Why did it just drip on you
They declared bankruptcy recently.
from the
Ah,
bell?
we're cleaning it.
CC's Pizza declared bankruptcy like a couple months ago.
I was in the all the time.
That's rough. You have
Oh,
so
yeah, we're
much
fine,
money,
right?
don't you, Tyler?
Oh, speaking of current events, did you guys see this thing in the Suez Canal? What happened today?
No.
There
No.
was an entire like 200-meter long like freighter ship got caught and blown like off course, and the thing was sideways in the middle of the Suez Canal, so nothing could go forward or backward in the entire canal. And like companies were losing like millions and millions of dollars today because these ships couldn't get through this one canal.
I mean, that's why you have to use the equipment to anchor him down. We learned that here, didn't we, Kyle? Shit hurted. Still hurts.
What would you do without the Star Song?
But the good news is the bridge should be fixed by like
Desolation
next year.
Sky high, high,
Michael,
far
why are you serenading us
inside
right
the
now?
mountain.
I don't know what he's singing, but as long
Jackson's
as he's
taking a
happy.
level in Bard.
Burning in trees.
He
He
doesn't have
definitely
any-
has a charisma for that.
Jackson has a lute. I could take a level in Bard. That could be a thing that I do.
Did you need me for something?
You have to get your charisma up to at least a 13, don't
Yeah,
you?
you're right. You're right.
And your charisma's a 6, if I remember correctly.
I
Bro, my
wouldn't be able to do that with the ASIs.
It's a
I
lot
would
of
never
A-
be able to get.
It's a lot of ASIs, dude.
No, I wouldn't be able to do it. There's only 3, right? There's only 3 ASIs.
No, you're like 5.
I could take
Oh,
a
I guess
level in
you
Bard.
would.
4,
So
8, 12.
Bloodhunter's just
You need
fighters.
4
and-
ASIs to get there.
Yeah. I think you'd have to use all of your ASIs to do it. You'd be
Just
like
switch
level,
over to being a fighter.
Or
at like
I might
level
do that.
18, you could become a bard
If Jackson survives to level 18.
and be a horrible bard because you'd still only have the 13 charisma.
I mean, I rolled a pretty good performance check the other day.
that was
14.
interesting. You're 14.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna multi-class into wizard, dude.
You're gonna multi-class
So-
into wizard?
Yeah.
Spicy. It's kind of
So
fun.
I saw this TikTok the other day that I thought was really interesting. This guy said that his party agreed on it, and whenever one of them goes down, their DM rolls their death saving throw.
I've seen that a
Yes,
lot on
I
TikTok,
saw
and I
that.
thought it was really like interesting. Tic
Like-
tac. On the tic tac. Shut up.
That
I
hurts.
was there. I was there on that tic tac.
Like I just want, or I saw where like on Roll20 or something, you can whisper your death saves to your GM, so the other players can't see what it was. So you would still know what it is, but your
Oh.
other players don't.
I have also comic book news. If you haven't seen the breaking news that happened today,
If I did, are you still gonna say it?
yes.
All right,
Pierce
then, go ahead.
Brosnan has been cast as Dr. Fate in the DC universe,
Okay.
alongside The Rock as Black Adam.
Well, he's been Black Adam for a while.
Yeah.
Dr. Fate's okay. He's not my favorite hero in DC stuff.
He's super cool though. He's like an Egyptian god.
So
No,
is
Dr.
Moon
Fate's
Knight.
like a big nerd.
But
You
he
got a
like,
helmet that like kind of took over his brain.
He like wants to be everything that Doctor Strange is.
he uses the Ankh though. Like it's like Egyptian ancient magic, right? That he uses.
I think so. I know that like
It's
a lot of his stuff, everything is like super dramatized because everything is based on fate, obviously. And I know that he has like lots of problems, I believe, with like Zatanna and Zatara.
I guess that makes
Because
sense
they
since they're
use
doing
magic.
a Zatanna movie.
So
What are they building to now in the DC? Like
they just confirmed that with Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League that everything moving forward is going to be a new universe.
I hate them.
Like they decided that after all this stuff, like they're done with that. So everything that's going to be coming out will be new, which means that there is a possibility that we won't have Gal Gadot or Jason Momoa as either of their two respective people. Ezra Miller won't be the Flash, and
No, he
that-
will be. They're doing a Flash movie.
Yeah, but that's part of the Zack Snyder stuff.
Ugh!
Hey,
He's so
guys,
good.
Guys,
Sorry.
can I play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God dang.
I think I want to change my favorite domain. I want to be the domain of garlic butter.
No, no. That shit was
What the fuck is
hilarious.
that?
But no, you will not.
Come
ever.
on, why
No,
not?
No, God.
Why not?
No, no, God, no.
You can't handle the power of garlic butter, Kyle.
No, I can't.
I just love like the level 8 ability. The like the extra damage she does is double a vampire's, dude.
Or I like the one where you could choose to give somebody a level of exhaustion or like the haste spell.
You heal them or give an opponent
Right?
a level of
I was
exhaustion
like, what?
because they're overstuffed.
Right. It's like, why?
Unearthed Arcana is stupid. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about garlic bread clerics. It's so dumb.
What's wrong with garlic bread?
Yo, I'm excited for the owl folk though that's coming out.
Oh,
And
that does look
Right?
cool.
The pixies? Or the fairies?
yeah, those both are really cool to me. I'm really excited that
The
the
new
pixie
frog
came
people,
out
too.
because that's how I'm gonna make some of the characters that you guys made. I'll be able to give them actual stat blocks.
Yeah, there's a new frog race as well, where they're not grung, they're like average human size and they're frogs.
Oh,
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
They just got long
I
ass
don't-
legs.
I don't want that.
Kermit the Frog here.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
that's what my nightmares are made out of. Thanks, Michael.
I roll
Just getting booted by a human-sized frog.
Just do a complete Muppets one shot.
Whoa now.
Do they wear boots or flippers?
They don't wear shoes.
What?
So, what happened last time?
Oh, yes.
Garlic.
Oh, I,
Stuff and things and stuff.
I thought Michael was going to give the recap. I was excited.
Oh, what happened last time?
Oh, okay. There it goes.
We fought the Manticore, and then brought its head back to the village. And we
fucked up.
and I might have made a mistake.
Might have.
And then I partied with the townspeople. And then everyone was like, "Hey, we need to frickin' leave." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I probably made a mistake."
Okay, so the thing is, Michael, you keep saying Jackson isn't the smartest man. He has the highest intelligence of this entire party.
But he's not. I guess that's right. He wouldn't.
He's so
Okay,
smart, but so
okay.
stupid.
No, you make a good point, Kevin. So I'm gonna kind of try to shift him to where he's like smarter about the things he says, but he just says them dumbly.
I'll say, what's
he's
your
a-
Like
wisdom?
me.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom's a 10. It's
Oh, see, so
default.
that, I mean,
Yeah,
that
so
kind of
you
makes
just got no
sense.
filter.
Like, you're smart, but you're not wise to know not to. Like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, you got no filter,
That
dog.
was shit charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm playing him fine then.
Yeah, you're fine.
Shut up, Catherine.
Play your character.
Play your own character, Cat.
No, that's not what I meant. Okay. I just thought it was funny.
Oh, okay, yeah. That has the highest intelligence and still fucked up that whole situation.
That probably means that Jackson has the highest intelligence of all of Ivastea characters.
So far?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Mariana has a 14 intelligence.
I have a 13 intelligence. Does that help?
That's average.
It's above average.
That's just,
That is what I said.
Oh, I thought you said that's average. I'm sorry.
It's above average.
Funniest thing, like, mom and dad were on the phone the other day, and like mom says something, and dad literally just repeats it, and he was like, mom was like, "It sounds exactly like what I just said." And he,
Oh, you can't get mad at me for doing that. Like, I do that all the time. Like, my mom be like, "Get out the brown rice." I'm like, "The brown rice?" She's like, "Yes, get out the brown rice." I'm like, "I'm getting out the brown rice." She's like,
no,
"All right, put 3 cups of water." 3 cups of water? Yes, 3 cups of water. I got 3 cups of water.
it wasn't even that. Like, dad didn't even like. It didn't even click in his brain that mom just said it, and he said it like it was like a bright idea.
What's the bright idea?
He's an officer, so that's usually how that goes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know, you're enlisted, have a good idea, and then they say it, and the officer's like, says the same thing, and then everyone's like, "We'll do that, sir." And it's like,
Pained laughter.
yes.
Laughs at her.
But yeah, so we are traveling toward Hillshuggle right now on our cart.
Well, the real question: do we still want to head to the Sugar? Because like we told.
I'm letting Michael DM this session. This is great.
Well, I'm trying to get us on track, and everybody keep getting off on tangents.
Anyway, yeah, you guys were traveling in the middle of the night, trying to get away from Gilramore, and your plan was to go to Hillshuggle. Whether that changes or not, you guys stopped to rest probably around like midnight, so we'll probably wake up kind of late the next morning. But you guys wake up, the sun's already up, and you're able to get all your stuff together back on your cart, get yourselves together.
Did anything change, like, while we were resting? Did anything happen?
No.
No, like, interesting people following us? No footsteps or other things behind us?
You want to check for, like, footprints or something?
Yeah, I'll just do, like a little patrol, like, a little bit behind us.
Make a survival check.
I'll go with Jackson because I will talk to him.
Okay. You don't see any, like, out of the ordinary footprints. None of them, like, seem to, like, stop by you. You do see some, like, there probably were people traveling early in the morning and stuff like that, and see some cartwheels, but, like, none of them stop. Like, none of them are pointed towards you. None of them leave the road. They all just seem like they're going along the road.
They have, the indent isn't, like, it stopped there and, like, sunk a little bit.
Nope.
It just kind of, like, was a
Yep,
turning.
just, like, continuous moving.
So do we still want to head to Hillshuggle, or do we want to take a little bit of a detour?
Therion, I need to talk to my brother for a minute, and then we'll get to that, okay?
Yeah, Therion. Sorry. What's up, sis?
Jackson.
Yeah.
We can't just be telling everyone who we are.
Yeah.
And I honestly, for the life of me, I can't remember if we've already talked about this. But what happened after Father and I left?
She acted like nothing changed.
Did anyone come looking for us?
Did anyone come looking for them?
No.
Not that I remember. So I don't know what you triggered or what you did to get the mage cloaks on your trail, but it had to be something big.
I feel like well, you know what happened before we left.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe Dad jumped the gun to get us out of there. But it was probably the best decision. They would have come looking if we stayed.
Yeah, I think you guys got
like.
out of there just in time.
But they probably kept some record of me. And I feel like using my name may ring certain bells in certain ears. You're a bounty hunter.
Less mage cloaky, more something else?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I was 10.
Have you done anything big like that since you were 10?
Like what? Like, no.
Something public, something...
I mean, part
visible.
of what I did at the circus used a little bit of magic to add to the showmanship. Usually it was more discreet. But it was in Julatros. Maybe I did a little bit of it while I was traveling up this way.
Maybe they don't... Because I wasn't supposed to, like, hurt you. I was just apprehend you. I don't...
Well, they apparently know my alias too, so I don't even know who to be anymore. Who am I anymore? But telling people our names You're a bounty hunter. You found people with just breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Going around telling our names in different, it's throwing the loaves into their laps.
I agree with you. The only reason I wanted us to put our names on that specifically was because it was a good deed, a great deed for that town. That was the only reason. Will
Maybe
they find
Cleared
it?
said names first.
Will they find it? Yeah. Will they compare our names to who we are? Yeah, probably. But I was banking on the good graces of what we did, less who we are. Maybe
The
score us some
problem is,
points.
it's such an unknown.
It is. I know.
I don't know what they want with me. I have half a mind to just let them take me just to get in there and ask them the questions. You know,
I
on
wouldn't
the
do that.
inside.
Because then they're very powerful. I don't know if we'd be able to get you out. I'm not losing you again. That's not happening.
I just feel like I'm floating and there's nothing anchoring me.
You got me, and you got Therion, and you have Zilzat. We're here. For you.
You, maybe. Marion and Ziddlezeb don't know me.
Therion has a sense of duty about him, and a want to help other people, I feel. And I think his mission is similar to ours, aside from him trying to find his father.
Oh, we need to find our father, too.
I know. I know.
We should go talk to them. I owe Therion an apology. I was a little short with him.
He'll understand. He probably would have said the same thing to me, honestly. I feel like I'm gonna get a stern talking to by all of you, if I'm being honest.
Well, maybe we should discuss that as a group, what we tell people who we are.
I agree with you.
Before we get put in that kind of situation again.
Maybe an alias of our group would be a good idea. Some kind of name that can spread wide and far, doing good deeds, and not linked to specifically us.
Yeah. You know, that group of humans and the goblin.
We'll talk about it.
So, we'll make our way back to the group.
Yeah, so you guys walk back to camp, and Therion and Ziddlezap are probably packing up their stuff.
Are you better now?
My apologies for being so short with you. I'm sorry.
It is okay.
We weren't followed. By
Speak with Jackson. And
one more time.
No.
what?
I won't allow it.
Go for it.
He's gonna
What?
do it.
Nothing.
I'm confused. There's an inside joke here.
Oh, he'll
big
say it
inside joke
eventually.
here.
Just he's gonna find the right time and actually say it. I can feel it.
On God, if one of you sneezes 3 times.
Don't. It's an instant. You'll find it. Anyway.
Goofballs.
Yeah.
You're a silly goose, dude.
You're so silly. Silly goose.
Silly goose.
I gotta say it like that. God.
Just a reference to a specific TikTok.
So silly.
Why don't you
So
go to the
goose.
pond? You're gonna be a silly goose.
Oh yeah. So silly.
Locks the door.
Ziddlezap, what kind of spells do you have?
I'm
I
just
know.
vibing, dog.
Got any of those AoEs?
I mean, I'm sure you.
You want to try them out, dog?
Wait, are you being serious?
Anyway, so yeah, you guys meet back up. What is your plan? What are you guys doing?
So, do we still want to head to Hillshuggle? Because, like, we kind of told them
I don't know.
that that's where we
Are
were
they
going.
loyal to you, Ophelia? The people there?
Are the people there loyal to me?
The people there aren't like. I mean, they.
They're interesting people.
They're interesting people. They enjoyed visitors for the most part. Like they liked you. There were some people that probably visited while you were there for the day or so you were there that they weren't so much fan of. They're very like kind of just in their own place doing their own thing.
We'll just say that they don't really have loyalties.
Yeah, they're loyal to themselves. Yeah, they're loyal to
Okay.
themselves and not to anybody else.
They liked me. I mean, who doesn't? But
We can work with that. I think Hillshuggle would probably be the safest bet right now.
All right. I was gonna say we could always just head to Holbeck and get a little raft and go to Dual
Seeing if I believe our
You said Hullbeck, and I was like, that could be interesting. And then I remembered where Hullbeck was, and I was like, you're gonna do what now?
we were going to Hillshuggle to see if they had any information on disappearances.
they're a little isolated, so I don't know how much information they really have.
There was a reason for coming to Hill Trouble.
Oh, it was on your cipher.
That's
So
right.
it was on the
That's
cipher.
right.
So they may have some sort of insight into whatever's going on with you, Therion.
God,
So if I feel like, I mean, they love me. And they may want to help my friends.
I can work with that.
if it's on my cipher, then my father might have been for it.
Breadcrumbs.
Yep.
I've worked with breadcrumbs for over 20 years now.
It's because you're a silly goose.
One
Okay.
more time! It's just devil's problem.
There it is.
What did you say? I missed it again.
Such a silly quiz. It's so silly.
Maybe I'll catch it on the VOD.
I'm sure it's-
He'll probably say it again.
Yeah, so yeah,
So to Hillshuggle.
Yep.
We'll just take the scenic route.
You're just gonna head like across the plains here, and
You know, like this way.
okay,
We're gonna explore these little bit of hills right here.
okay.
You know, drink from the creek, swim it up to Hillshuggle. You know,
It's only 15 feet away.
bro, I can jump this.
it's a short ride.
You guys would know that it would take bringing your cart and everything. It would take you a little bit longer, not going on a path, because you'd have to find ways through the forest that it can fit through and stuff like that.
Sounds like experience.
Well, okay. If we're concerned about people following us, should we take a path that's already more traveled in the hopes that we blend in a little more? Or should we forge our own path and potentially make it easier for them to follow us?
You know, you make a good point.
We could also just cover our tracks.
That too.
I don't care.
I have this cool broom.
Bruh.
I can just fly. I won't make any tracks.
I can slap the ground with a radiant flames.
Yeah, that's not that'll yeah,
Jackson?
that's not tracks.
Jackson, you got any talents with
You guys see
covering
this?
your tracks?
You guys see these
Yes.
cartwheels here, surrounded by bursts of charred earth?
Well, how about this? I'll lag back a little bit while you guys move ahead, and I'll dust off the path.
I will get on my broom of flying and kind of hover a little higher and just like keep an eye out.
I will cut the path down.
Okay.
We'll simply bludgeon the trees, as I have nothing that does slashing damage. You know what I just
You know what?
realized?
This is gonna be
this
an
is
interesting survival check here, guys.
You know, this is completely off topic. Like, you know how you can buy just like a hammer to fight with?
Yeah.
That is just the bludgeoning equivalent to a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought, like, throwing daggers, no, throwing hammers.
That is spicy. Okay,
Those
so
people
you're-
throw axes and stuff.
So let me get this straight.
No.
Therian is gonna walk ahead a little bit ahead of the group and bludgeon the bushes and the trees to kind of make a path for the cart.
Exactly.
Ophelia's gonna
That's a waste of time.
Ophelia's gonna fly on her broom slightly above the ground as to not make tracks at all.
Yeah.
Zittlezap, the one that is 2 feet tall, is going to drive, steer, and handle both horses on the cart alone.
Oh.
Damn,
as
Skippy.
Jackson follows slightly behind everybody, trying to cover up the bludgeoning marks that Therian is leaving across the entire woodland.
Yes.
How about it?
Okay, good. I'm just glad. Just had to make sure we were on the same page there.
You think maybe we can switch these around a bit and maybe make it a little bit better?
I'll get on the cart with Zittlezap and help with the horses. I just
Well,
wanted to
actually,
fly.
like, now,
Okay.
just,
Okay, Vexalia.
I just wanted to fly. Seemed fun.
okay, what if
Cart makes things more complicated.
I cover the tracks and you slash down the bushes, Jackson?
Jackson's vibing, dog.
What? Sorry?
One more time! I said, what if I cover up the tracks and you slash down the bushes?
You,
I just feel like your rapier would do a little, or whatever you have, scimitar, your scimitar.
Why don't you let me handle that part?
Wait. Oh, so he does have a scimitar. I was gonna say, wait. If you have a rapier, he's gonna poke the trees and the bushes and try and slash them down.
What's your, how good are you at, survival aspects of things?
Why don't you just let me do it? It'll
If
be
I could
easier.
assign a number to it, I would give myself a 2. Out of like,
Well, we're pretty similar in that aspect then.
actually, it might be better to let Zittlezap just like go berserk on the bushes. It might help his anger issues a lot too.
I actually have a +3 to survival.
I'm not angry.
He's just grumpy sometimes.
Angry often.
Honestly, it might be best if I do the cleaning up.
I'll drive the horses then. Okay. So okay. So I drive the horses.
I could just sit on my broom and have my unseen servant like do all this shit.
Now we're just overcomplicating everything.
Yes.
Okay. Jackson.
Yeah.
You clear the bushes.
Okay.
Yep.
I drive the horses.
Okay.
Billy, clean the tracks. We're good? I think we're good
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay. And you're just taking like a direct path to Hillstruggle?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys start your trek.
The
You
montage
travel.
music stopped.
Let me turn on just the trekking music. What? Why? You start your trek. You travel along. It's a little rough, getting through some of the woods. There's like openings and stuff like that. That's much easier to travel through, but there are like really thick parts of the woods where you like go and the cart gets stuck for a second, and you guys gotta wedge it back out backwards, and then bring it around and go around the set of trees and try and find a bigger opening between trees. You guys get stuck a couple of times trying to do this, get caught on roots and whatnot. Can I get probably Jackson and Zittlezap? One of you make a survival check with advantage, or both of you can make one to try and keep going towards the struggle. and then Ophelia.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what. Probably another survival check to try and make sure that you aren't obvious in your route. Okay. Ophelia's confident. She's just strolling along behind on her broom. You guys just like look back and you just see like the tracks where the cart wheels are and the horse hooves are just kind of like, and they sweep away and they're gone and it's flat again. And pulls bushes back in a little bit so it's not so obvious that that somebody went through them. Picks up twigs that are snapped and throws them further off to the side to kind of throw people off if they find them. And you guys continue walking along. You keep going. It doesn't feel like you got as far as what you usually do, but you eventually go along and the sun starts to set while you guys are in the middle of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are able to set down and make camp.
Are we done yet?
For today,
With what?
For today.
Just today.
yes.
What do you mean, just today?
We're not at this hill struggle yet.
Fine.
Like a child steals that.
You're like a child. Shut up.
He is. He was just born again.
For like the 8th time!
9th.
You're not helping your case.
The 9th.
Cool.
Little Zach, what are you eating?
Chipotle.
What's Chipotle?
They're peppers.
Yeah, you've never
It's
had
a long lost
Chipotle pepper?
Where did you get them?
Julatros. They shipped them up here.
Oh, the food in Julatros is just
He
divine.
didn't have
It's so much better
Chipotle.
than the food of Eopea.
You're
But yeah, you
missing out.
guys settle down. You're able to take your long rest. If there's nothing you guys wanted to do, you wake up the next morning, pack up all your stuff, and you start trekking along again. You keep going. You hit like a bigger clearing, and you walk through it for most of the day. And eventually, as the sun starts to set, you hit the tree line again as you walk into the forest and are able to settle down for another night. It seems very quiet out here. Every once in a while, you just see some like deer and typical. Typical.
Is it bussin', Chanel?
What?
Not right now, Michael. Shut up.
She said no.
You guys settle down in the woods again. You take another long rest. You wake up and you start walking, and this is through a thicker part of the woods. Zittlezap or Jackson, or both of you can make a perception check.
I want to make.
What's your perception check bonus?
0.
Okay. I'm just gonna help him because mine's also 0.
Okay.
Nice.
What if I want to make a perception?
Are you in front of the cart? Ophelia?
Are you perceiving things in front of you, Ophelia?
Well, that's too damn bad.
You keep sweeping.
our tracks anymore, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
You keep covering those tracks.
I love my thought behind it was I know that she's like using magic to cover our tracks, but I love the idea of Ophelia like aggressively sweeping the ground.
It's kind of like, yeah. It's an image I have in my head too.
You guys are walking along, and you start to notice what looks like first, like you like hit one and it kind of like sticks to your leg. It's like this like thin string, and it sticks to your leg. And you keep walking, and they start getting thicker and thicker. And like they're on the bushes and around the trees a little bit, spread out throughout the woods as you're trying to like chop them down.
Just thick brush or sticky things?
Like thin, like it almost seems like string.
Is it like a spider web?
You can say that.
You can say that.
Jackson like twirls one. He's like,
Make a
Ew,
When you do
what?
that, I'm
Ew.
like, what?
That's not cotton candy.
Make a nature check, little zap.
Zittlezap or Jackson?
Zittlezap.
Smells out. Put down your Chipotle.
It's just this weird substance you don't really understand.
What's
what
it
could
taste
be.
like?
You put some in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's like this weird, like stringy, almost like a
Spider.
like coffee creamer like type, like just like vanilla, like weird taste.
Tastes like vanilla.
Oddly, yes.
What the fuck?
And then it gets
That's
like this
weird.
bitter, like bite
Nah.
aftertaste after the fact.
It's not edible. Don't try it.
I mean, everything's edible at least once. What are you talking about?
The string. There's like thin string all over the place. I don't know what it is.
And you put it in your mouth.
I wanted to see if I knew what it was by the taste, and it's just gross.
You are a child, a literal child.
No, I'm actually like in my 30s.
We're 27, Jackson.
That's what I said.
You know that there are whole articles about whether spiderwebs are edible or not?
Did you find what like an actual spiderweb tastes like? Because I want to know.
No, it
I-
says it is musty and shockingly. I don't know that word. Acrid, acrid, acrid,
Acrid.
acrid. I've never heard that
Like
word.
bitter.
Don't put it in your mouth.
It's
It-
acrid
Unpleasant taste,
and unpleasant.
angry and bitter.
It's pretty bitter and angry. It's not good. Don't do it.
They said it has the same nutritional value as vegetables, though. So
Can
That's
we go
cool.
through this string?
Could you imagine a spider
Around
web salad?
It's
Are we
kind of getting
just
caught on my
standing
sword,
here?
but we can get through it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
hey, can't you do like that thing?
I could.
Me?
No, not. Do you do the thing?
I don't have to cut myself to make fire, and I'll
I don't-
firebolt the fucking.
You firebolt one of the webs.
Yeah.
Okay, you watch as it like hits the web, and it's like a little thicker part of the web, and it ignites, and you watch as it kind of like the part that you hit breaks, but the fire like kind of travels along and burns and drops along the line, and it kind of spreads for a little bit, probably a good like 10, 15 feet. It like spreads along like webs that you didn't like quite notice before. It kind of like goes up the trees, and it makes like a little web across the ground as it all kind of burns away before it stops.
Good old military grade tinnitus.
I can do that every 6 seconds.
That was impressive.
Thanks.
So
I
you
could have
guys,
done that too.
you guys
I mean,
keep
do
trekking through it.
you want to
I'm
clear it
gonna.
with our
Can I try to
firebolt?
like blow it away with Eldritch Blast?
Sure, you're gonna just sit here and blast all these webs with spells.
I mean, I know you guys said that we were clearing the forest with fire, but I have been Eldritch blasting everything.
I don't know if that's how Eldritch Blast works,
lot.
but okay. I just imagine you like hit a bush with Eldritch Blast and it just like stays like that. It's just like a
I
huge
imagine
gust
that
of
like
wind.
the stem or like the like stems and like twigs and stuff are all there, but all the leaves are gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, you guys just keep trekking along through it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to do, so they didn't tell me to stop.
They didn't tell me to
Yeah.
stop. What are you doing? Why are you like this? Okay, so you keep trekking along. You notice that as you're walking, it does start to get thicker. And the webs get like thicker as in like there's more of it, and the actual webs themselves are starting to look thicker.
Oh. Well.
I feel like we're kind of walking into something's nest, probably.
I would like
Um,
to do it.
What do you mean? There's no nest around here. We're perfectly fine. These things are just sticky, and I'm like probably like wiping them off my ankle.
Give me a second. I'll turn JJ into a spider and send him along the web
Okay.
just to see what.
Hey, wait.
Is it-
Okay, like Doesn't he have web sense if he's a spider?
Probably.
He does.
I don't.
So then he doesn't have to like walk around and stuff. He can tell you right here.
Okay.
Okay, like you put him on the spider, and do you get into like his JJ
Yeah.
vision or whatever?
Yeah.
JJ.
You go into it, and right when you get into it, you do feel a vibration coming off of the webs.
How far? Can I tell that
I
information?
don't know if web sense tells you that. Let me see.
You know
They
the
would- yeah.
location of any other
Anything else touching the web, basically.
thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Any other like creature.
Okay. You sense that it's probably a good 150 feet ahead of you.
Yep, we're walking straight towards it.
Cool.
Is just I get a sense of something on the web, not like the size of it or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think you would know how big it is.
Probably
I think
not
you
how
know
big it
it's
is.
there.
You should know that there's something there.
Yep, there's something there.
Well, we'll go say hello.
But why?
Goodbye, friend.
Oh my god.
Hagrid.
Jesus.
I don't understand the reference.
Here.
It's a book series.
I need to know if I can ritual
It's a
cast.
book series.
It's
Mom was selling it for a while, and then I just happened to read through some of it.
Attack.
I didn't read a lot of books.
It's some young wizard fought a giant spider.
Oh, I want to do a thing.
okay. Do a
I
thing.
want to ritual cast detect poison and disease.
Okay. So you guys stop for a minute and start doing that. And you can see. Okay. Now you know that's only within 30 feet of you.
That's fine. It'll give us at least a little bit of a warning if it's like a.
Okay,
if it's
so you're
an
just gonna like
ambush.
have it up as a
I have it
radar.
up as like a ambush
Okay.
counter.
Okay. Spicy. So yeah, do you guys keep trekking along?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys keep walking. The webs get thicker. Or do you stay watching what JJ's seeing, Ophelia?
Yeah. Jackson, guide me. Guide me. I can't
I'll
see
just
right
get
now.
like
You should
kind
get
of
on the cart.
piggyback her. Yeah, we'll just put her on the cart.
Oh, true.
We're probably far enough into the woods now. We did a really good job the last day covering our tracks.
Yeah, you're right. We probably don't have to.
Probably
keep
you
doing
get a good
it the whole
sense that you
time.
did pretty good job.
Yeah.
That now if anybody were looking for you, they would have to wander off pretty far to find your tracks now.
Shelob.
But you keep walking. How far ahead is JJ going?
Catherine, wake up.
I'm awake. I'm role playing.
Oh God.
Probably maybe 30 feet ahead or so.
Okay, so
Is there like a range on?
there's a range on you controlling it, but there is no range on being able to see in it. So like you can say go this direction, and it can go as far away from you as you want, but eventually you can't tell JJ to do anything.
Seems like it's on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, like you can keep looking through JJ. You could send JJ across Eopea and keep looking through them, and you'd see everything, but you wouldn't be able to control what they were doing.
Oh, 100 feet.
Yeah, that's controlling it though.
No, that's to be able to see through it.
What? Is that to cast to
While
be able
you're-
to see through it?
While your familiars is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special sense that the familiar has.
Oh,
Yes.
there's-
So
there's a
it
map.
has to be within 100 feet to start that.
But if you
Oh, I thought
stay in it,
I mean, either way, if you're only sending it 30 feet ahead, make a perception check for JJ then.
for JJ, what would his bonus be?
I think it's a spider.
Should be yours.
No,
It
it's
would
the
just be
spiders.
mine?
No, it's the spiders.
I'm just gonna.
Or would
roll
it be her since she's looking through JJ?
Yeah, but JJ isn't necessarily like focusing on what Ophelia would focus on. She's got to like deal with what JJ's doing. It's just a flat
JJ,
roll.
you stupid spider.
Okay, you're walking along, and JJ is walking, and it feels the vibrations, and then all of a sudden, the vibrations stop.
Oh, all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
Oh no. Stop.
Ah!
Hold on. I've lost my JJ vibrations. I don't know what's happening anymore.
They were getting the vibrations were getting like more frequent the further along they were going, but they all like it was like JJ got a little too close and they just stopped. But JJ still doesn't see anything.
Oh. How close was JJ before they stopped?
Close to you?
No, to like whatever he was sensing.
He didn't see it.
No, but he would still like know how far away it is.
Oh, okay, they'd be about 30 feet away.
Okay. Oh well, we have gotten closer. But I don't know where it is anymore. I'm gonna come back to Ophelia Vision.
Okay. That's what these guys do.
I'd probably go ahead and like set my mason shield out.
I'm just walking, dog.
Zap just keeps going.
Yeah. Damn, it's holding to stop.
So Zap, you keep going 30 feet. You see JJ as a spider sitting along the web, and you keep going. Ophelia said it was about 30 feet away from JJ. You walk 15 feet. You don't see anything. The webs are thick here. It's kind of hard for you to walk. They're wrapping around your legs.
I'm gonna give the cart to Ophelia to like drive,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna get down with my detect poison. And stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And-
guess once it starts to get more thick, I'm sorry, I'll probably get out my daggers and start like cutting it so I can walk through it better.
Okay. Yeah, so you start cutting through it a little bit. Therian, you get down and you start walking and catching up to Zap. And about the time that you catch up to Zap, he's in the middle of like this small clearing in the woods, but it's like overhung with trees and whatnot. There's webs all around the ground that you guys are kind of having to trudge through. It's slowing you down. Your detect poison and disease goes off.
For what?
You sense some kind of like spider, but you don't see anything.
I have like a general location where it is.
Like one's like pointing off to your right, and another one's blipping off to your left. But like you turn and you look, and there's nothing there.
Guys, there's something here.
Yeah, I'm standing right beside you.
No, I can sense it.
What
Oh,
is
now
it?
you talk to ghosts too? Great. And I'm the crazy one.
No, there's one. I point. There's something over there. And there's another one over there.
I never said I wasn't crazy.
Just gonna unsheath my. Oh, actually, it probably is already out.
Mhm.
So.
Oh, we're on a map.
Who goes there?
Can I, like-
my dagger's out.
Show yourself.
Show yourself, creature.
Can I just like cast Secret Flame like where like one would be?
Yeah. So you start casting your spell, and you hurl a bolt of like radiant flame, and it just goes flying into the woods. Kind of lights up the trees around it as it goes into the woods. Eventually,
You're
hits
full of
Can I-
shit,
the side of the
Darion.
tree. When you shot it, you aimed right where your like blip is going off.
Oh
There's-
no,
Or there's something there.
Kyle.
I doubt it.
Or
You
not.
should just keep going.
No, Cadencia does not show me lies.
Cadencia is a nerd.
We're not fighting those spiders, are we?
What?
I'm just
spiders?
gonna keep going.
Ziddlezap, stop moving.
Don't tell me what to do, Dad.
Stop
Ziddlezap is
moving.
getting very close to one of your blips.
Ziddlezap, stop.
Can I look?
I want to grab
In
him
the
before he
direction?
keeps
Okay.
walking.
So you grab him. Or, well,
not gonna
make a
grab
grapple check. Or a strength check to grapple him.
Get ready, Ophelia.
What is it? Is it just strength or is
Yours
it?
is strength, and then he can use dex or strength.
Is it like athletic? I mean, they're the same thing.
I think you can use athletics or acrobatics. I think you can.
That's fine. We're keeping up with our good golden shit.
And then
So-
Ziddlezap, go ahead. Okay, so like you go to grab him, he just kind of jumps out of the way. The web's kind of slowing you down. They pull on your legs as you try to grab him. You're not able to keep up with him. He's getting further away from your blip now.
Does
Ziddlezap,
There's nothing even here. We just
can you
need to
just
keep
stop
going.
being a dick for 5 minutes?
Can you just listen to me?
Can
I
you
said
just
there's
listen
nothing
to me?
here.
There's one thing that I
Obviously.
do, and it's this.
Well, you're not doing it very well, if you ask me. All we're doing is just standing here. Wouldn't it make more sense to get out of the webs? I'd rather get through them to just stand to them and wait for something to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on my broom and fly up.
Okay.
Out of the webs
Okay.
and cast this.
Okay. So you cast the invisibility. What does that kind of look like? Your eyes like fog over, or?
Sure.
Oh my gosh, the creative
I don't know, I
juices
just
are
clicked
flowing.
the
Okay, so Ophelia flies up. Her eyes kind of gloss over a little bit, and she looks around. You don't see anything. Oh, never mind. You do see two very large spiders sitting on their webs, kind of just shifting back and forth.
Found them. They're invisible.
Oh, as you can see into the ethereal plane, fuck me.
I told you. Ziddlezap.
Phase spider.
But where are they? Are they even near me?
They're right there,
Are they
and they're right there.
Yeah, that's
Do
not
they
near me.
look-
How is it?
Like they're hostile right now.
They look like they're in defensive mode.
Just keep moving, guys. I'll keep an eye on them. Keep walking.
Who suggested that from the get-go?
Hey, Ziddlezap?
There's no reason to go off on your own, though. If
I'm tired of
everybody-
no one listening to what I have to say.
You just started walking on your own.
Was I right?
Was that wrong? Prove me wrong.
No, they're still
I've been
here.
right. I've been right all the time, and no one listens to me. So maybe the person that's died 9 times kind of knows about it. We should get going.
As you're arguing, they start shifting, Ophelia and Therian. You feel one blip is getting further from you, Therian, and one's getting closer. Ophelia, you see that one of them is shifting towards Ziddlezap and Therian, and one of them is shifting towards Jackson.
Okay, now
Okay,
gonna
yep,
go for
they're coming. They're coming, guys.
You look
As
hostile.
you guys are just like standing here in their webs. They're going not
Let's
like
go.
quickly and or anything
Move.
like that, but they're like shifting.
you have to drive the cart, Ophelia.
I'm out of the range of them. I'd rather stay alive than keep our cart.
Well, I would rather not have the horses die. So,
Oh, okay, cool. So we care more about the horses than we do our friends.
why would we not just all come back and defend the cart? So the horses don't die and we save each other.
I don't care about those horses.
The cart has all of our supplies.
We
so
can
I-
get more supplies.
I'm grabbing the cart.
You know, we would have had more money to get supplies if you guys hadn't given it back to the people.
It was their money.
That was my money.
I'm just gonna bring the cart right back up here.
Okay. So you start heading towards the cart.
Yeah.
What was
I probably am moving a little slowly, so like
No, yeah, you're fine. So you go to
I don't-
climb up onto the cart, and start moving it along. And it probably gets to about here when, like, a flash before your eyes, on like one of the webs, you watch as like this blue and white huge spider appears, grabs one of your horses, and bites down, and then disappears again. And your horse like whinnies in pain and kind of like stumbles to the side a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna get down next to the horses now,
Mm-hmm.
and like
I'm with you, Therian.
I'm just gonna like be ready to attack when it comes for the horse again.
Okay. And you're gonna keep like pulling the horses along.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I have like my shield out, like my mace hand has the lead, and my shield has like I have my shield ready to like try to block it from hitting the horse.
Okay. Ophelia, you're like watching this happen, and you watch it like appear in like your real vision. It bites the horse and then disappears, but it like crawls over the horses, and then you watch as it kind of like crawls on the cart. As Therian jumps off of it and starts pulling the horses along in front of the cart.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys keep walking along. Nothing seems to happen as you're walking, but your horse is kind of it's not keeping up with the other horse at this point.
It's hurt.
Yeah.
As soon as we get out of these webs, I can feel it.
Okay, keep moving.
I am. I need the DM to move the cart if we're still moving.
And I'm just keeping an eye on these things.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as like one is kind of sitting in the cart and the other one's watching, like behind, like keeping a slow pace behind it.
Oh, it's in the cart. It's
Yeah.
in the cart, Therion.
You didn't feel the weight difference?
You don't feel the weight difference.
No, there's no weight difference.
Ooh. Are they, Ophelia? Are they invisible or are they just not on this plane?
Can I tell?
You could probably tell because like when you look at them, they're like, they look ghostly. They don't look
The
like they're actually
spirits are
there.
just
Yeah,
aiming
they
at
look
them.
like spirits, sitting there.
They're of another plane.
Well, physical attacks aren't going to work unless they're in front of me, so I'm going to jump in the cart.
You jump in the cart? Okay.
Yep. I would
As you
like
jump in the cart, Ophelia. Yeah.
like prepare an action if it appears to swing my scimitar at it
Okay.
as soon as it appears.
Okay, so as like Ophelia tells you that it's in the cart, you jump up onto it and you pull out your scimitar. You watch as when he jumps into the cart, Ophelia, it kind of like reels back, like it's ready to bite him.
Be careful!
I'm prepared.
So it appears. Go ahead and go ahead and make your attack. Yeah, that'll hit. Where's their what? I see something.
7.
Skype freaking out on me right now.
I have like everything freaking out on me right now. Like, Roll20 was like, no. Okay.
That thing is terrifying.
Can I shoot a firebolt at it?
Yeah, we'll roll initiative after Jackson attacks it. So you guys can go ahead and do that. I'm just seeing what it is because for some reason it didn't give me all of its stuff.
Did it show you my damage roll?
Yep.
Initiative first or firebolt first?
Initiative.
Damn it.
Come on, come here.
Oh, baby!
Okay. You have to re-roll it?
I didn't put it on. Like, I rolled it as soon as you put the tracker
Oh,
up.
okay. You're good. Okay, so you guys, Therian, you watch as you're kind of pulling along the cart. You watch as your horse is kind of dizzy, kind of trying to keep up. You're trying to pull it along, and you watch as like you hear this like, and then one appears right next to Jackson as he quick stabs it. What do you do?
I'll jump.
Ooh.
Can I fit, like, here? Or how
I
does
mean,
that
yeah,
work?
you would be underneath it, like, because it's got like long legs, so you'd be like underneath it as it's like towering over you.
Oh,
Because like it's big enough to where like it's all of its legs are like holding the edges of the cart. So like Jackson,
Oh,
like when he
wow.
jumped into the cart, he kind of just like jumped and like slid underneath it, and it appeared, and he stabbed upwards towards it.
That's a big one.
that's a big boy.
They're ugly looking.
Then we're gonna do this. Maybe if I... And we're gonna do this.
Yeah, that'll hit.
9 plus 3. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm sure this bad boy's good at that. 9
They don't go
plus 3.
that high.
Okay, and then wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh, it fails.
It is frightened of me
Okay.
for up to a minute.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
Ophelia, what would you like to do?
Gonna summon my spirit buddies again.
Okay.
Do another spiritual weapon. Why does that always happen to me?
That
But
That's
it's
not-
fine
that's not
because
gonna be
I shoot it with a firebolt.
That'll do it. There you go. Okay.
Where's the second one right now?
It's over in this area.
It's wherever the battle music is.
Where it gets louder. That's how the invisibility really works. It's the battle music gets louder as you get closer.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Jackson. God, I
So
rolled
this is
like
the only one that's
ass.
like visible, right?
That's the only one that you
Alright.
see is towering over you.
I'm gonna ignite my sword. Sweet, I only did 1 damage to myself.
Nice.
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 Then I'm going to swing my sword at it.
I just need Jackson to be like a badass in battle one time and just do like enough damage to just knock himself down on accident. Yeah, that'll hit.
Too good.
My other arm.
Oh no! All right,
9
Jackson, how
damage.
would you like to do this?
Ooh. So he's gonna take his scimitar and kind of like slice his hand, and it ignites, and he's under it. So I think he's just gonna take a sweeping strike like across its abdomen, and just kind of, I guess, with the heat of the fire, he would just kind of cleave it in half,
Okay, so yeah,
using his metal arm to grip the sword, so it would just kind of cut right through.
yeah. You guys watch as
Hot,
you
literally.
hear like the whirring of like his metal arm. You hear like the gears like as it like goes up and it slices right through it, and you watch as the two halves kind of fall on you and then curl up and roll off the cart as like this weird like blue like goo starts to like get all over you from
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna like kick its body off the cart while I'm like, sitting there.
Getting on our food, gross.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere on the cart.
Oh,
That is why
man.
the food is wrapped.
It's sticky.
And Ophelia, you watch as the other one sees this happen and scurries off.
It's running away. The other one's running away. I think we're okay.
Let it go.
And then I would like to tend to my horse.
Okay.
Is it just like hurt from being bit?
Let me just see something real quick. Well, that didn't help me. Monster Manual only had a war horse, apparently. Like, excuse you.
That's what we have, dude.
Obviously. The
Um,
temple of whatever the fucking Ferris has war horses.
Oh yeah. You like get off and like look at it, and you notice that it's like its muscles are stiffening up.
As like my detected poison would realize that it's like.
Yeah, you see that like the
Poison.
poison is like coursing through it at this point, and like it looks like it almost can't move at all.
That's I'm not. Oh, I can do that. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay, so yeah, you cast Less Restoration as you watch as the poison with your detect poison on. You can kind of watch as like you can see like the arteries and stuff in the throughout the horse as it kind of like turns into vapor, and then you watch as it kind of like blows out the wound that the spider left on it.
I like to think it's like I like put my hand up and like a clock forms,
Mhm.
and I turn the clock backwards, and the poison comes out.
Ooh,
Neat.
that's spicy. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, that happens, and you watch as it kind of like comes out in like this mist, and as soon as it happens, the horse just kind of collapses.
Is it dead?
It does. It's breathing, but it like collapses,
exhausted.
like it's unconscious almost. Yeah.
Well, then I'm also gonna do. Well, did anybody actually get hurt?
No,
I don't think it. Yeah,
Besides,
they didn't get to do
besides,
anything.
besides my horsey.
just a horse. Well, I mean, Jackson cut himself.
He did do that one hit point to himself.
It's like,
Okay,
I
so
did hurt myself today.
It's not that one hit point isn't worth my second level. My second level.
You-
spell.
No, it's not at all.
you kneel down next to it and you cast Cure Wounds, and you watch as like the wound closes up mostly. You can see like two little scars where the pincers bit it, but you cast it and it almost immediately stands up and seems ready to go.
I like the imagery of Therion's healing magic being like reversing time.
Right?
I was gonna say I like
That's
for like
pretty dope.
for the cure wounds. I like to think like I put my hand over it like the same way I did. Like I like stick my fingers out like this, like it's another clock. And instead of going backwards, I do it forwards, and like the wound slowly starts to close.
Nice.
No, I like the idea that it's a bigger clock. The more powerful the spell is. He just has lots of. What are they?
Dude, hourglasses.
Yes, they're just bigger hourglasses for more powerful spells.
Oh, dude, I thought of a way to like for
He's
my
a
inflict
Sandman.
wounds. I thought of a really cool way for my inflict wounds to happen. So like,
Hold on to it.
oh, dude,
I'm here
We'll
for
get
it.
there eventually.
like I've slowly started to like visualize how all of my spells cast, and oh, it's
I
so cool.
Like, my brain is just not there tonight. But yeah.
She's
I
like,
love it.
eventually it will be though.
So yeah, as you guys are able to get your horses back up, you're able to brush off, get out of the webs. They start to thin out. You realize that you kind of just walked through the section of the forest that these two spiders seem to take for themselves. And you
feel kind of bad
continue
now.
continue walking along. The forest itself starts to thin out a little bit. That was probably the thickest you've seen it so far, which is why it was such a good spot for them. As you keep walking, the sun starts to set, and you guys are able to start making camp for another night. And as you guys set up camp, get everything ready, and start laying down, we're gonna take a break real quick, cause it's about that time. And we'll be right back, guys.
Don't touch that dial.
Yeah, don't touch the dial, apparently, according to Michael now. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
Jacob really just said one more time.
I don't know why Jacob and Michael are mad at each other right now, but they are apparently.
We were arguing about Justice League.
And how
Why
Michael's
Snyder
wrong.
cuts ass.
How I'm wrong?
Just
No, this
kidding, Michael.
popcorn's kind of busting now.
We love you, buddy.
I love you too. Ray Fisher is an incredible cyborg.
We never said anything wrong about Cyborg.
I know. I'm just saying that now because when you guys watch it, you're gonna fall in love with him. He's incredible. He's so good.
We said the movie was ass, not the actors.
So they are rebooting Superman too. So J.J. Abrams is gonna film it, and I think they're using Michael B. Jordan as Calvin Ellis. Kal-El. So that'll
See,
be.
I love Michael B.
Smallville ruined Superman for me.
Smallville was great.
I loved Smallville, but like, I don't want to see anybody else's Superman.
Oh, I'm sorry, Henry Cavill is one of the best Superman we've ever had.
I don't want to see anybody else as Superman. Like, I want him back.
No, it's Henry Cavill is Superman.
Like, he's coming back to play Superman.
Michael, you guys are agreeing with each other.
No, he's saying he wants the guy from Smallville to play him. I'm saying Henry Cavill is the best Superman live action ever.
I'm saying we should get to this D&D session, otherwise we're never gonna
Yeah,
finish.
you're right. You're right.
We can talk about this after.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, you guys lay down for what, the third?
No, I
night?
don't. I sleep standing up. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Ziddlezap sleeps standing up, like a horse. You lay down
Did you say I'm
You.
a horse?
like a horse.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I'll shut the fuck up now.
You guys lay down. Ziddlezap.
Yes.
As you're sleeping, you hear a low rumble of thunder.
Okay.
As you're so close, it's black, but you hear this low rumble. It starts to get louder before, crack, there's a flash of lightning. And in that flash of lightning, like in the bright instant of light, you see the shape of a man holding what looks like another person and then a smaller person. He's like carrying them on his hip. And they look like they're running. And then it goes dark again after the flash dissipates. Thunder rumbles a little bit more. You see another crack. In that flash, they're running past you. And you hear just like a faint like go. And you look and you see what looks like a towering shadow in front of you coming towards you.
Yeah, but I start running. I picked a really bad day to stand up and sleep.
It goes dark again. Another
Okay.
crack as another flash of lightning goes. You watch as another person comes running past you away from this bigger shadow, which is getting closer. And on the fourth one, you hear crack, and everything stays in focus. As the wind is blowing, there's sleet and snow stinging the side of your face as snow is hitting probably around your kneecaps. That's how high it's stacked up. You see a drow running past you, yelling, Ziddlezap, we have to go. Get out of here. Let's go. Go. And you watch as this big, hulking creature is walking towards you through the snow. You can kind of just see its silhouette as it drags like this great axe behind it that fits the size of the creature. That's probably about 20 feet tall. And the voice behind you, very familiar, goes, Ziddlezap, let's go. We need to leave. You turn around and you see a man standing there with like slicked back blonde hair. He's holding a boy on his hip. He looks in tattered clothes. The boy looks like he's in tattered clothes, bruises all over him, kind of dirty. And you see a woman standing next to him, like hugging him, and he's pulling her close to him. She looks about the same as the boy. And he goes, come on! And you feel your feet are just kind of frozen, like they're telling you to go. They're telling you to run, but for some reason you can't muster up the courage to go, as both of these gentlemen are telling you to run. And you watch as the hulking figure gets closer and closer to you. As it starts to kind of come out of the sleet and the snow that's kind of making it foggy, looking forward, you see it's got this pale blue skin, leather armor that fits it, big, like almost like skulls as pauldrons on its shoulders that look like they're from like dragons or some huge creature that is bigger than this thing. And it runs in front of you, walks in front of you, and it lifts its axe up over its head. What do you do?
I'm gonna just. You said I can't move, right?
You like your body is almost resisting you moving.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna cast shield, and like
Okay.
try to like hope that like this shield will withstand the swing of this axe.
Yeah, and as the axe starts coming down, you throw up your shield in front of you. As you wave your hand in front of you, watch as like this arcane energy gets in front of you, and then it dissipates, the arcane energy.
Bruh.
And from right next to you, you hear, "No, boy. You live with your failings." And you turn to your left and you see this blue half-dragon standing next to you. Very similar to the one you saw before, except this time it looks like wings are starting to sprout out of his shoulders. They're small, they don't look like they could carry his weight, but they look like they're growing. He's standing there holding his hand out as if he stopped the shield.
What a dick, honestly. I guess I just wait for the inevitable.
The axe starts to swing down, and it freezes right before it hits you. You hear the man yelling behind you to go. The woman is screaming. The little boy also screaming, tucks his head into his dad's shoulder. And you also hear the drow is yelling at you to go as like an arrow goes flying over your head, trying to stop this creature from hitting you. But it freezes. And this dragonborn looks at you and goes, "You were weak then. You're still weak now."
Could I grab could I grab a dagger
Yeah.
and like stab it into like my leg or something to like maybe get the adrenaline to overcome me being my own fear?
Okay. So you
to like
take
get
out...
up and stand up.
Okay. So you take a dagger out and you stab your leg, and you feel yourself kind of the blood rush, and you're able to get yourself up, and the axe is like slowly coming towards you, and you're able to move yourself a little bit. What do you do?
I'm just gonna try to like at least at this point just roll, at least get my momentum going, so maybe like I can roll out of the way of it.
Okay, so you quick roll out of the way as time quick speeds up, and slam, the axe comes into the ground. Snow bursts out from around it, covers you a little bit, and you watch as the snow goes to hit the dragonborn, and you would notice this too, the sleet and the snowstorm itself, it kind of just seems to go through them, like he's not actually there. And it lifts up its axe again, and he goes, "You can't dodge them forever. You don't get to choose the outcome of this situation."
I'm tired of choosing, Dad.
That's
And
too damn bad.
as he says that, another swing comes down and slams right in front of you, like between you and Kreshnar. And snow slams up into the air 10 feet, and it picks it back up as the snow settles. You look, and the snowstorm itself starts to wrap itself around Kreshnar, kind of in the same way that the wind did before. It wraps itself around him and tightens up his hand so he can't cast anything from his hand anymore. You see his fingers like curl as the wind kind of pushes them together. And you hear above you this like bird screeching. And you look up and you see a bird flying above you, except it's in somewhat of a humanoid shape as it flies around. As that happens, lightning comes striking down all around you from the bird and the sky itself, some of it being your power, some of it being the bird's. You hear in your head, "Don't let him control you, Zittlezap. Together we can do this. You may not have made it out this time, but this is the last time we can finally finish this."
Probably brush the snow off my shoulders and chest. And normally I would use like my ring to cast something, but I think this time I'll pull out like the orb that I have that I threw at Therion.
Okay.
And I'll start to conjure a spell and I'm going to cast Magic Missile into Kreshnar.
Okay. So you watch as you cast Magic Missile, it comes bursting out of your orb. These 3 beams go flying, and the wind around it tightens him up even more so he can't move. And you watch as it almost ushers the missiles into him. And you see like this bright, radiant glow come from like within Kreshnar. As he starts to scream, the wind constricts him even more. And then all of a sudden, in like a burst of smoke, he disappears. And you just hear like this horrible scream coming from him. As you feel the wind from the axe start to come down on you again, you turn and you look at the man standing there holding his wife and his son. They both, tears running down all of their faces as the drow grabs him and pulls him away. And he says, "Come on, Brivin, we have to go. Let's go." And he grabs him and pulls him as the axe comes down and you everything goes black. You wake up, and everybody wakes up as you hear this enormous, like, crack as a crash of lightning hits Zittlezap. All of you are woken up by the light and the loud noise, and he quick shoots awake, and you see him, like, laying in a crater. He doesn't seem hurt by it, but with how close it was to your camp, all of you are startled awake by it.
What the? Are you okay, Zittlezap?
I'm probably like laying there like 2 arms, 2 legs, a nose, big nose. Yeah, I think I'm all right. I'm gonna like crawl out of this crater that I'm in.
How do your joints feel?
Yeah.
Refreshed.
Refreshed.
I probably look at them and they're probably like, my like wrist is probably a couple inches off of my arm.
Oh no.
And you can see like the electricity that's like binding it.
Weird.
I'll be all right. It doesn't hurt that bad.
What was that?
A jump start.
I had a bad dream.
And you called lightning down? With a bad dream.
I guess you could say that in a way. I don't think I really chose to do it.
Right, okay. What did that?
I think the dream did that.
I'm gonna stop asking questions.
Okay, because you're just as confused as I am.
Okay.
What?
Is it morning now? Or is
No,
it still the middle of the night?
It's the middle of the night.
Should we go back to sleep?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. And I'm gonna like get out the tent and put my tent together.
Okay.
What time is it?
I don't know, like late.
Yeah, it's probably the middle of the night. 1 or 2 in the morning.
Like time to start my watch or?
Were we taking watches?
Yes.
I don't think we set one up this time around.
I thought it was just implied that we all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think Kyle would be like purposely like, haha, no one's awake.
So who was on the watch when it happened?
It was probably me that was on the watch.
You were asleep.
Yeah,
He
you
was
fell-
dozing off.
You were asleep.
That doesn't mean I didn't doze off.
Okay. That's fair.
You do be making good points though.
You do. Okay. Well, that was weird. Good night, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna put on my jams and maybe I won't get electrocuted this time. I'm gonna go to bed now.
I'm gonna stay up with Therian.
Okay. So Zittlezap sets up his tent, hoping that he doesn't get electrocuted. As you two stay up there, and it would be your watch, but you two stay up together.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but I'm just awake now.
somebody just called lightning.
I mean, if you're staying up, I'm assuming you're gonna make some tea, and I'm here for that. So.
I swear to God, if you don't keep it down this time, I just got shocked by lightning.
You didn't even feel it.
You don't know what I felt.
Did you feel it?
Yeah,
Liar.
you don't know.
I know. If you felt it, you would be dead.
No.
Yes.
I mean, it was a direct strike of lightning.
Yeah, but you don't know what I know about lightning.
You don't know I don't know what you don't know about lightning.
See?
You know I don't know. You don't know what I don't know.
This
but
is
you don't
why
know what I know about
I'm
lightning.
no longer asking Zittlezap questions.
God, it's only taken us, I don't know, like 6 gatherings in order to figure that out.
Just gonna let him kind of figure his shit out, and we'll just kind of, if he needs help, he can ask. I'm just gonna not ask any more questions.
I think that's probably for the best.
I like you, and I want to help you, but only if you ask for it.
Yeah, well, I don't really like any of you, but that's for another situation. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm
That's
gonna
not
go to.
very nice.
I didn't say I was a nice person.
Yeah, he just isn't nice.
Yeah. It's who I
Well.
am.
I retract my statement.
Never mind.
That's okay. You're not the first person to do that.
Shit.
I don't understand.
Just get some rest, Ophelia.
So you want some tea?
Absolutely. I'm gonna mix some mutagens together real quick.
Just want to start up a little fire. Start up a little bit of tea.
I'm gonna make a mobile hemocraft.
Jackson, make sure to do it a little away from camp, because that shit stinks.
They don't taste great.
When you said mobile, I thought of like those things that you put above like a baby carriage thing. No, just me. I'm the only one that knew that was called mobile.
I didn't know
I
that.
mean,
I
I
know
know
what it was
mobile,
called,
But like,
but
That's
it's not where
all
my
I
mind
thought of. Though. When
went.
he was like, "I'm gonna make a mobile," I was like, "That's kind of weird."
I
You're
said
kind of-
hemocraft.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Mutagen craft, so I'm just making a potion.
Zittlezap, can you make a history check at advantage, please?
Sure.
No, seriously, Jackson, somewhere where camp is not downwind. It smells so bad.
it's not that. Just go to bed. Just go to
I'm
bed.
trying to sleep, but I can't when it smells like rotten eggs.
Shh. It's bedtime.
Okay, I sent you
Jake.
something in the Discord, Jake. So yeah, you guys stay up. You make your tea. Sorry.
Wait, you sent it to me on Discord?
in your Secrets of the Lost Summit Discord.
Oh, that would make a lot more sense.
You make your tea. Did you want to do anything after making your tea, or you just making tea and then going to bed?
Me?
Yeah.
It's my watch.
Okay, so you do your watch.
I make my tea and I do my daily prayer and
Oh yeah, because I mean your watch is the last one, so you get set up for the next day. As the sun starts to rise, you wake up everybody else. Yeah, pack everything up. Everybody starts to wake up. Rested, but maybe a little unrested from being woken so abruptly in the middle of the night. You guys wake up and pack your stuff up and are able to go the rest of the day.
That whole sea invisibility thing came in real handy yesterday.
That's pretty neat.
I mean, I knew where they were.
I knew you knew where they were, but we didn't know what they were.
I knew they were poisonous. And there was a lot of spider webs around.
I was just trying to help.
You did help us. We appreciate it.
Okay, so you guys move along. You keep heading east. As you go along today, you keep walking through the clearings and whatnot, cutting your way through the thicker parts of the woods. Eventually, Jackson and Zittlezap, you walk out and you slash down some bushes, and you kind of like fumble forward, not expecting it. You go down like a little bit of a ditch, and you hit a road.
How about that?
Shortcut.
Secret tunnel. Secret
Where are
tunnel.
we about on the map?
Make a survival check.
Oh, okay. Have we been going the wrong way this whole time?
Possibly. You have no idea where you are.
Bruh, oh my god.
You know that you
He
weren't
really
on the
Tomb of
road.
Annihilation to our ass.
You know that you weren't on the road, and now you are on a road.
Are there any signs around here?
Where are
I
we?
don't see any signs.
Hey, can JJ like fly
If I want him to.
and like, you know? Woo!
Sure. I'll turn JJ into a hawk.
Okay.
You don't gotta sound so excited about it.
He doesn't like flying.
Oh, God. Okay, so you turn JJ into a hawk,
Yeah.
and where are you sending him?
Into this air. The air.
Okay. So he flies up into the air.
I guess to just get a bird's eye view of where we are.
Okay. You fly up a little bit, and you see that there's a road that you're on. Surrounded by woods. You are very close to what seems like a mountain range next to you. And then the road seems to end down the path a little bit.
And in the woods.
Yeah, like the road just seems to stop.
Does this area seem familiar to me at all?
Not from this perspective.
No, because I came into Hill Struggle from the other side. Last time. Well, the only way we'll find out is by going forward. And I walk into the woods.
Into the woods? Into where you came out of the woods?
Wait. No,
Ophelia,
I turn
wrong
around.
way. Wrong way.
So into where you, like the opposite
I'm
end of where you came out of the
confused.
woods?
The way we were going.
Sorry,
The way
I'm a
you-
little turned around.
The way you're going. So like you just skip the road and then go back into the woods on the other side of the road.
I don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't know.
Catherine.
Kyle. I don't know where I am.
I think we should go south.
Which way is south?
Yep.
You know, I was-
Can I try to figure out if we've been at least heading
The right direction?
east?
Make a survival check. Okay, so looking around this little zap, you're like, we need to go south. You're not really sure which way is south. You look around. Things start to look a little familiar, and you start to figure out with the way the sun's rising and setting and whatnot. You were going east, but you started to take more of a northeastward walk partway through. You got a little lost, and now you're here on the same road that you took to fight the whatchamacallit.
Oh,
Oh,
the
I thought that this is
The
how we got
Manticore.
to Hill Struggle.
Yes.
I thought this was the road to the Manticore.
No. You took it from Gilramore, this one.
Oh,
The Manticore was in these mountains, but you came from Gilramore to the Manticore.
So I think it's best if we head south.
Do I know if this river runs into Hill Struggle?
No, there was no river running into Hillshuggle. There was a mountain, like Hillshuggle is like in like a wooded part of the forest, like heavily wooded and with like thick like redwood type trees, but they were like growing right at the base of a mountain. So like the hill struggle would be on the other side of this mountain. And that river doesn't go through the mountain; it goes like up the mountain. Well, it would come down the mountain, but you know what I mean. It's in the mountain. Yeah. It stops at the mountain.
Love you, man.
Yep.
You want to go south? Why, Ziddles up?
So we can get the hill struggle.
Okay.
If we move in a southeast direction, we'll get there.
I agree.
But if we keep going the way we're going, we're gonna miss it entirely.
Southeast sounds good to me. Who knows which way is that?
I do. But I'm going southeast.
I have an idea, guys. I'm gonna cast. And I'm gonna name Phil Shuckle.
It lasts for 8 hours? That's pretty dope. Can't get
I've
much
literally
now.
never seen that spell.
I didn't know this existed, Tyler.
Yeah, I was just looking at my spell list on the Wikidot, and it was like, because I'm like slowly putting in all the spells to my spell list, and I looked at it, and I was like, well, that's convenient.
Okay. So you cast the spell as a little spectral hand floats and it points to the southeast.
It's an hour hand.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I hate it.
Why did you did this to me, Kyle?
Okay. So it points and you guys stand there and look at it for a minute and then it starts like shaking vigorously and it starts pointing.
I think it really wants us to go that way.
I think we should go that way.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you guys follow the hand and for a while it leads you along this path. You guys are able to just keep following this path unless you wanted to get back into the woods.
Can't say that I do.
I'm good.
So you follow along this path and you keep going and eventually you hit that point where there's trees blocking the entire path kind of stacked up pretty high. As if somebody, like that's where the path ends. They didn't want anybody to make the path any further than that.
Don't know if we can bring our cart through here.
Does it look like we can bring our cart through here?
Not on the path, but I mean, you could do what you were doing before and try and shamble it through the woods.
I mean, now we have the guiding hand to make sure we're going the right direction at least. We might move a little slow, but we're not going to get lost this time.
Okay.
So you're gonna go back through the woods?
And into the woods, out of the woods, back into the woods.
Okay, so as you're discussing it and figuring out, you get your stuff ready, the hand comes and like flicks you on the nose, Therian, and then points in the direction that it wants you to go.
I like look up in the air. I'm like, for real?
And it points again, and you guys start following it. You keep walking for a little bit as the woods get thicker and thicker. And the sun starts to set. So before you guys make it to Hillshugger, you'll have to lay down and rest at least one more night. But you're able to in the middle of the woods. You set up camp, set up your tent and everything. The hand fades away after a little bit as you guys set up your camp. You guys lay down and you'll take your long rest. You get up the next morning. Do you cast Guiding Hand again?
Yup.
Okay, so you
Yup.
cast it again. It goes and like jabs you in the stomach and then points towards Hillshuggle again.
Cadencia? Why?
And like you like ask Cadencia why, and it like floats back over to you and like bends and like flicks itself into your forehead. And you feel like this slight like sting on your forehead as it flicks you, and it goes and points back in the direction that you need to go.
We're working on it.
You gave Kyle
Oh,
a
this hand has
sassy
more
hand.
sass than Zittle's hand.
What'd you say?
So you
That's
keep
what I
walking.
thought.
Ophelia, you start to feel like the presence of like somebody's following you. You feel like the rustling of trees, like it's in the trees above you. As you guys are walking, make a perception check. You don't see anybody. You just like every once in a while, like the leaves will start shimmering, and you just get that weird sense.
Therion, my feet are tired.
Let's sit on the cart.
Well, could you slow down so I can catch up to the car, please?
The cart's not moving that fast.
Not
It's
moving
pretty.
I know, but it's just so far. He probably like shovels like with his hands by his side.
Jesus.
And like flops into the cart and he's like, oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Like an angry 5-year-old, just
Yep.
Guys, I think we're being followed.
But I just got in the cart.
why do you need to follow?
It's just a feeling.
Who goes there?
We have got to work on your subtlety.
How many do you think?
Do I have an idea of how many?
Probably not within 11.
76.
70.
No?
Bruh.
How many are there?
36.
Do you want to set an ambush?
No?
If we're being followed, I don't think
Not-
we can just set
not-
it.
We're not. We could. We could have one person drive the cart, and we could set an ambush for these people that are following us.
But when they watch us set the ambush,
How close are we to Hill Shuggle at this point?
You estimate you're probably pretty close. The trees are getting bigger, and they're starting to resemble the trees that Hillshuggle has used.
Because here's the thing. The people of Hill Shuggle, they're kind of like tree dwellers. And like I've been seeing kind of the trees move, so I have a feeling that it's them. I don't
don't
think
know.
it's a threat.
you kind of made it seem like it was a threat, though.
Sorry.
It's okay. I was just, you know what?
Jesus.
I'm just
No,
gonna.
no, it's not okay.
Oh my god.
I'm
just
going
gonna-
to say in Halfling,
Okay.
we're friends. We don't mean any harm.
Come again for Big Fudge.
We're just... I've been here before. It's me. Danny, hi.
I don't think they care about that, honestly.
Do you speak Halfling?
Do you? I mean, obviously, I don't know if you do or not.
I do. Speak Halfling.
How do you know it's
Me, it sounds
halflings up there, though?
Because I've been here before.
But what if it's not them? We just gave away our position.
They were already following us.
Ophelia, you hear
Uh-huh.
in Halfling. So, does anybody else speak Halfling?
No, I do not.
Okay, so you just hear a voice come from one of the trees, and it goes, Annie. "Who's with you? They're not with the kingdom, are they?
No, they're my friends. One of them's my brother. He's pretty cool.
What about the guy in the black armor?"
Who's in the black armor?
Jackson.
That's me.
That's actually my brother. Do you remember when I came here? I told you I was looking for him. I found him.
Can he be trusted?
Yes. He's my
Probably
brother.
not.
Shut the fuck up, Zittles.
I probably have like my water skin out and I laugh really hard and take a big swig of water as I say it.
This is all an halfling, y'all.
And you just hear like a and you guys all watch as 7 halflings like jump out of the trees on like vines that aren't part of the tree. It's like ones that they've made. They come like jumping out and they swing down and they land around your cart in like a circle. One
Did
you're
it look
talking
These
to.
guys just SWAT repel into this cart.
We're being boarded.
The one you were talking to, Danny, lands in front of you.
Hey, what's this one's name? I don't.
Narret.
Narret.
Yes, N-E-R-E-T.
What a nerd.
His name is Narret Laughing Hollow.
Nerd
Could
it
I-
laughing hollow.
Can I speak
Ah.
common, please?
And one behind you, Jackson, goes, well, yeah, we speak common.
I was just asking if we could continue conversing in common. That was
Sorry. They're not as well.
There you go. When
Spoken
he started
as
using
I
such a
am.
big
I know
voice.
5 languages.
all. I speak Elven and Sylvan.
Okay. I ran with the
well,
circus and learned how to speak halfling.
Well,
I love that our canon is that halflings run the circus.
Cool. And Narret goes, so what brings you back to Hillshuggle?
So I made some new friends, and this is Jackson. This is my brother Jackson. I told you a lot about him. He's a lot different than what I expected. I haven't seen him in like 17 years, but we can talk about that later. This is Ziddlezap.
Hey everybody! I'm gonna pop up out of the with like probably like food like dripping out of my mouth.
You hear 6 voices go, hi, Ziddlezap.
And then this is
Are
Therion.
we at another AA meeting?
I was like, is this an AA meeting?
This is Therion. He's kind of more the reason we came here. Therion.
Oh.
He had puzzle cipher thing. I don't really know the story behind it, but it had like Hillshuggle kind of written on it, so I thought maybe we could
Why?
find some answers
Yeah,
from him
but
here.
church-
Why would it have Hillshuggle? We don't have ciphers.
Do you have any kind of church?
No. Why would you
Any-
need church?
Any religious beings?
I mean, all we have is I got my freaking pantheon here because I don't remember it.
Also, I don't remember why you used Hillshuggle because it's not in the cipher like you said. Wasn't there was disappearances in Hillshuggle, wasn't there?
No, it was written on the cipher. It looked like Hillshuggle on it. Ubbin Falls, Hillshuggle. Oh, Ubbin Falls, is that near here?
He goes, all we need is Golterin. We don't need whatever gods you're bringing here.
Gold Terran? Did they ever
What
tell
god
me
is that?
anything about that?
Make a religion check. There,
Uh,
you have religion, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Did they tell
I
me
do.
anything about Gold Terran last time I was here?
Probably not unless you like specifically ask them about their god.
Probably didn't.
You would know that. You probably wouldn't know very much now. He's one of the gods.
We're actually. Does Ubbin Falls ring any sort of bells?
And the one that talked to Jackson, like spooked him from the behind the car, goes, well, yeah, Ubbin Falls is the waterfall on the other side of the mountain.
That's why we're here. We need to check that place out. Do you guys go there ever?
No,
No.
it's weird over there.
Weird how.
The water goes in different directions. It's doesn't
is
make any
time
sense.
different there?
You know, that's a way to put it. Honestly, it's weird.
I just give Theron like a.
Like sometimes the water goes up the water. We went
I
there
need to
one
go there.
time. A guy, we lost. That's when we lost Zanver. It was a whole. Fell into the water, got sucked straight up, shot into the air. It was not pretty.
You guys have any tasty treats?
Well, yeah, we have tasty treats.
We've been just. Are you making fun of my voice?
No, this is the one that was talking to Ophelia.
Narrate.
He goes, "Are you making fun of my voice?"
You know what? I'm gonna behave this one time for Ophelia's sake. But if she wasn't here, I'd gut you like a fish, kid.
They know me as Danny here.
And
Well, I know you as Ophelia.
It's alright. I have many names.
he like grabs his like longbow next to his side and he goes, "I'd like to see you try, Goblin
Yeah,
Boy."
you would be the first person that shot me with a bow.
Mhm.
We're all friends
And
here.
you spit, and he like pulls up his bow and like knocks an arrow, and you watch as in like unison, all 6 of them also do it and point them right at you, Ziddle Zap.
Stop! There's no need for
I'm gonna
this.
stand in front of
It's
Ziddle
probably
Zap.
like that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean. He's got a firebolt in both hands. He's like, "Huh!"
I like these odds.
Ziddle Zap, these are my friends. Stop it.
I'm sorry, I'm just a bit grouchy. We've been living on rations for a long time, and I'd like some real food.
And they all kind of slowly let go of their their arrows and put their bow down. And Nara goes when Ophelia turns her head to the side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like,
And you just like wild eyes, just
Well,
probably has like
I
shocking
recall
graphs coursing through his hands.
that.
he's still got the
Guys-
arrow on his bow.
Oh my god.
You're right.
Calm down. It's okay. We're all friends. We're all friends. Yes? Okay?
Wait, when did we start being friends?
Are you not my friend, Ziddle Zap?
I don't know what friends. I don't know what I am. I'm just here for the ride, really, and some tasty treats.
Well, you're with me, so you're my friend. And these halflings are my friends. And that's my brother, so. Yeah. And Therion. We're all friends here.
Well, if you're a friend of Ophelia, or I guess say Danny. If you're a friend of Danny, you're a friend of ours. Except Brushwood
So-
might be a little weary about that one. And he like wiggles his finger at Jackson.
What
Why?
did I do?
I just threatened to gut them, and they're scared of you. That's ridiculous.
They said dark armor, scary.
Is it this? And I pop my arm off.
And they're looking at you like, "I'll go." Like all they're like, "Oh god." The one behind you, he's a little
Space.
plumper. The one that was behind me goes, "Oh, put it back on, please." Oh.
It's. Are one of you an artificer or like a?
Artificer.
tinkerer?
No, we're not any of those. We don't need any of that weird technology. It's your armor, your insignia. You're one of them, aren't you?
What do you mean, one of them?
Oh, I'll fix it. I'm gonna prestidigitate his armor pink.
Motherfucker. Pink just doesn't do it for my eyes. I can't.
I think it's a great color for you.
I don't think it fits my aesthetic.
I
Oh,
think
I'm
it's
sorry. Does this work better? And I'm gonna go with like lavender now.
That's actually quite nice. Not gonna lie.
All right, we'll stick
We're
with that. Then. Is that
we're
better?
almost matching if we're all wearing purple.
Jesus.
What about me sends
They go-
the wrong message?
You're one of them, right? The mage people.
No, I'm not a mage cloak.
You're wearing what they wear.
Well, not anymore. See.
I'm not. Okay, so the clan that I work for is conscripted by the mage cloaks, but I kind of burned that bridge. So
For me.
So you're
for
not
her.
one of them.
No, I'm not a mage cloak.
I mean, should we
Wow.
just? Carry on.
We'll let.
Should we just let them know that we're on the run? I'm gonna whisper that in
What?
Therion's ear.
Kyle,
Yeah.
what do
I
we
just like
call
body
the
chop.
clan of mutants that work for mage cloaks? What do we call them?
I don't know. Did we ever come up with a name?
I don't think so.
What was the
Well,
question?
We'll come up with a name then.
Um,
We can figure something out.
We're supposed to come up with a name for our group too, and never did.
Yeah, I'm still working on that.
We haven't done anything cool to have a group name yet.
We killed a manticore.
Like we said.
Is this what you guys do? Do you guys meet new people and then have conversations with yourselves?
Yeah.
What?
Look, honestly, I have a conversation with myself at least twice a day, and that doesn't even involve those 3.
Well,
I have conversations with people no one else can see. Except for
Yeah, she's a loon.
Yeah, don't do that while you're here too. It freaks the kids out.
they liked it.
No, they had nightmares.
Nobody
Oh.
liked it.
After you left, they all were terrified.
They didn't like the tarot readings and stuff.
No, those
No.
were okay. It was the ghost stories.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. They're fine now. I mean, that was weeks ago. You're good.
I'm not gonna freak them out by being back here, am I?
No, they missed you, but it was just that one night. It
They just miss you from
water
a
under the
distance.
bridge. Don't worry about it. But
Don't tell kids ghost stories.
goes, let me go let Brushwood know that your brother isn't any harm. The last mage cloak that came through here was a dick, so he's kind of weary of them.
From what I've heard, they are all kind of dicks.
I would second that. Look at Jackson.
What was that other name? Brushwood?
Oh, Brushwood.
Brushwood? Is that like their leader?
Yeah. Like, they don't really, you know from last time, they don't really have like a government or anything like that, and they don't have like a main leader, but obviously they have to have somebody who kind of oversees everything, and that's just kind of who took that role. He's the most leader-ish person here. Otherwise, it's very willy-nilly.
Cool. So how have things been since I was here last?
Yeah, and you guys start like walking, and they're ushering you through the woods, and all of them are still kind of like surrounding your cart. You go, it's been all right. Kingdom still won't leave us alone, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm not real fond of them. There's one guy, like, when we mentioned Hill Struggle, they're like, oh, they're strange folk, and I'm like, just because they're different than you doesn't mean they're strange.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but we don't care about that. No, they keep trying to get us to join the kingdom.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
We don't want to. That's why we just fight them off every time they come, but they just keep coming with more and more people.
Oh, man.
Don't know how much longer we can hold them off.
That's not cool.
Oh, this is good. Brotherhood of Dire?
Of Dire?
Yeah,
Write that
that's
down.
kind of cool.
And another one next to you speaks up and goes, yeah, we lost Pimras last time. It's the first time we've had any casualties since they've been here. And he goes, yeah, but we don't bring up all that. These are happy times. Come on, let's go. And he keeps ushering you forward, and eventually you start to get into a little bit of like a clearing. And you look as two like giant like redwood type trees are standing in front of you, and you look as like a wooden plank has been like carved out nicely and put like tied to these two redwoods as kind of like an archway, and over it says Hillshuggle. And when you meet it, it comes like right out of the woods. Like there's no path leading up to it, but once you hit the archway, there is like a small like dirt and kind of like gravelly path that leads into more of Hillshuggle, and it kind of goes down and it ebbs and it flows, and obviously it's built on around a bunch of hills. So you keep walking in and you see like all these halflings are running around, kids, some of them are climbing up into the trees. You see adults in the trees on like platforms, and they all have longbows sitting up there. They seem to be like some kind of like guard for if anybody tries to get into Hillshuggle that they don't want here. All of the redwoods have like huge archways carved out of them, and they look like they've been carved to be hollow on the inside. And you like peek in and you see like they have like furniture set up inside, and they've like turned the inside of the trees into their home. And like homes that have more than one room, you'll see like there's like canvases spread out from tree trunk to tree trunk as kind of like a hallway that they walk outside from one tree trunk to another through these like openings that they made in the trees. And a couple of the openings are up higher, and there's ladders going up to them and stuff like that. As well as like these platforms and bridges are set across the top of the trees that you see them all walking on back and forth. All of them are just kind of wearing like darker green colors. A lot of them do have like daggers on their side and bows and arrows like strapped over their chest. As they continue to like usher you through, they take you to an area where they have a bunch of like animals tied up, or like penned in a little bit. And Narek goes, "Here, if you guys want, you can just tie up your horse's ear."
Thank you, Merritt.
Thank you.
And he like snaps his fingers, and you see 4 of the halflings that have been with them quick like jump up, and they jump up onto your horses and start undoing all of their reins and stuff like that, and they take them and bring them into like the penned area. And then they kind of like pull your cart off to the side and get it tucked behind a tree so it's out of the way. And they start like ushering you more towards like the center of Hillshuggle. And the bigger one that was behind you, Jackson, goes, I think are we almost to dinner? And another one goes, "No, it's just afternoon tea. We still got a couple hours." And he goes, "But I really want dinner." And you look, as you like get to the center, you see that in the middle of Hillshuggle, there's a huge clearing where they've kind of like cut down the trees that were in the middle of it, and then there's houses to the side of it, but there's a table set up that looks to be maybe at least 100 feet long, with benches along the side of it, and you can see like a bunch of them are gathering. It seems like all of Hillshuggle is kind of like gathering at this table to sit down for afternoon tea. They're all bringing like their own glasses and stuff like that. A couple of them bring pots of tea and whatnot. And they all start sitting down excitedly as like the tea is passed around and the biscuits, and they spread out and open up some seats for you. And Narek goes, "Well, go ahead, sit down. Goose should be here any minute, so."
Who's Goose?
Brushwood.
Oh,
I think he's friends with Maverick.
Goose.
And
That's a
he
cool
looks at you and he
name.
goes, "How did you know that? Have you been here
Just a
before?
wild guess.
Can you like see the future or something?"
Some might say I'm gunning for the top.
That's super cool.
Right.
And you watch as everybody else starts sitting down, but the 7 of them take like some ropes out from them, like off their belt, and they spin around a little bit, and they whip them up into the trees, and they wrap around a tree branch, and they start climbing up the ropes, and they pull them back up, and they get back into the trees where they were before, just how they were when they found you. Do you guys sit down? What do you guys do?
Do you guys want some tea?
Certainly.
Was it that like scouting group that said that they had gone to Ubbin Falls before?
They were the only ones that mentioned it, that they've been there before.
We should ask around. Maybe ask a Goose.
And you do see that they have left like the end seat, kind of close to where you're sitting. That one's open, but everybody else is kind of piling around the rest of the table.
I'll sit down.
Okay.
Partake.
Okay. So you all start to sit down, and you guys watch as they all get their tea and they all sit down, and you look around as everybody's sitting at the table, and now Hillshuggle looks empty. Like in the trees, nobody's there besides the people that are above, like keeping watch. It seems like the entire town has sat around this one ginormous table. And they're all talking and laughing, and they're excited. And passing around tea. They pass you a pot of tea, and they see that you don't have your own teacups. And
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you have enough for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you pull out yours, and they're like, one of them looks at you impressed that you brought teacups, and pours you some tea, and then passes it around again. And
I gotta take my morning tea and something.
I didn't even like think about it. But yeah, they look impressed with you as you pull out your your tea set, and they're all like showing you their cups as they're all like decorated differently. They have like twigs wrapped around them, or some of them are made out of clay and have like antlers set in as like the handle, and they're like comparing them with each other and with you. A bunch of kids run up to you, Jackson, and start like fiddling with your arm because they think they've never seen anything like it.
Mm-hmm. I won't like swat them off or anything. I'll let them look at it.
Yeah, they just kind of like poke at it and then like hit like a part of it, and it kind of like shakes, and they all kind of jump back and are like, oh, and they start poking at it again. And then eventually they all get a little bit quiet as you see coming out of one of the trees closer to the table, you see a larger halfling, but not like he's more like stocky, so he's more muscular, and he comes to sit down, and he sits down at the end of the table, and they're all kind of just looking at him. He goes, well, don't mind me. Continue with tea, but please, somebody introduce me to our guests. And that is where we will pick up next time.
No.
I want to keep playing.
I wanted to meet Maverick.
Let me Maverick next time.
Just so you know, Ophelia probably looks the happiest you've seen her since you met her here.
Probably. And you guys probably see that a bunch of them are super excited to see Danny, and they all run up to her and hug her, and kids are running up to her and like yanking at her dress and trying to get her to like do magic and stuff like that because they just find it fascinating.
They love JJ.
Yeah, they're all playing with JJ. Probably the happiest place you've been since you got here. But yeah, we'll pick up there when we get back next time. So we'll start doing our outros and our goodbyes. Catherine, would you like to start it out?
Yeah, sorry. Hey guys, I'm Kat. aka that RPG chick. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much any social media under that username. I like to stream on my personal channel. Been streaming some Apex and RuneScape lately. It's been pretty fun. I just came back from a little bit of a break, but you can catch me there if you want to hang out outside of saving throws. But yeah, I play in this campaign and in Mindar's Curse, and I host our little talk show, Ivastea History Check, which we will be doing on Sunday, where I get to sit down and just grill our DMs and maybe some other potential guests in the near future about what's been going on in the world of Ivastea. So yeah, thanks for coming out.
Cool. Jacob, would you like to tell people where they can find you?
Hey everybody, my name is Jacob, and tonight I played Zittlezap the Booyog. If you want to hang out with me, you can find me here on anytime we go live. I'm always here. And then if you'd like to hang out with me personally here on Twitch, you can find me at JakeTheBard_. And then all my social media channels are the exact same, JakeTheBard_. So if you want to come out and have a good time, just let me know. And remember to always be you and be kind. See you guys later.
Cool. And then Tyler, where can people find you, dude?
What is up, everybody? My name is Tyler, also known as Mini Knight. You guys can find me on every social media platform and on Twitch under that same, it's Mini Knight 17 _. I've been posting a little bit more on Instagram and Twitter recently. Not streaming a whole bunch with school and everything. Hopefully we'll be getting back into that soon. But thanks for coming out.
Cool. And then last but not least, Michael, where can people find you?
You can find me here on Twitch, on my own personal channel, Darth Brennan. You can also find me on Twitter with the same handle. Join me here on Monday, as I DM Folly of the Gods, my own homebrew campaign with these other nerds. It's going quite well, so I hope to see you then. Also see you Sunday.
Cool. I guess that just leaves me. You guys can catch me here at Saving Throws. I'm the DM of this campaign, obviously, and I play a character in both of our other campaigns, so be sure to come out on Saturday to see that, and then on Sunday for Ivastea History Check, and we'll be back Monday after that. So we'll be here a lot, so make sure to hit the follow button and all that stuff so you know when we're going live, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Have a good night, guys, and as always, adventures assemble. Bye.